I feel so vindicated. Okay? On this topic. Because I remember even people in chat were like, I don't really feel bad, Denim. But don't worry. Because I was based. Okay, chat. Your streamer was based. You guys can trust me. Now, let's pause that music. First of all, you guys already know I'm an Adam Conover simp. I think he makes really good content. I've been thought he makes really good content. And I'm glad that he makes more of his own content nowadays. I know he used to do, I don't know if he still does, a lot of the True TV content. But I know that whenever you're going to work with a studio, obviously, to be clear, not all studios. Like everyone I know who worked on Name Your Price with G7 all described really positive experiences, except for when they fired everyone without telling them, which sucked. But there are some studios that are good. Most of them are not great. G7 and G4, sorry. Feeling so fly like a... What's the song? I don't fucking know. Anyways, I'm glad that he does make his own content because you have a lot more control over your own content when you're the one making all of it. G6. Oh my God, you guys are so smart. You guys go everywhere with that big juicy brain of yours? Or just in my chat? I've been spending too much time with Jenna, as you guys can see. I'm stealing her personality. I just can't help it. It's so funny whenever she does it. So I'm like, I gotta do it too now, you know?
I'm emotional. This is just such an incredible day. The Screen Actors Guild called a strike, and actors have joined us writers on the picket line. We've been on strike for 71 days, but now I'm on strike as an actor as well. I'm on double strike. And this is historic because the last time the actors and writers went on strike together was 1960, 63 years ago. And you know what we won in that strike? We won our pension and health plans, and we won residuals for the first time. It was the most important negotiation in the history of Hollywood labor, and this year it is happening again. We are witnessing history here, and we are going to win because we have something that the CEOs do not have. We have solidarity. We are showing up here for each other. We're showing up for our issues and for the issues of the people that we work alongside, and we're going to be out here until the companies come back to the table and meet our demands. We are going to win, and until we win, there will be no acting and no writing.
Which is so giga-goated. What do you mean, why is his shirt on? Anyways. I'm in SAG. We'll be picketing soon. Can't wait. I'm actually going to go picketing soon with, I don't know if you guys know Chrissy and Oxy. I think it'll be fun. A fun little picket. I just need my, my baseball cap. No more shitty movies. Let's go. Yeah. IRL stream. Who knows? Maybe we'll do an IRL stream. I need to get a backpack. Honestly, now I could probably get a backpack. Like the streaming backpacks, but such a commitment, you know? Is it just me, or is Adam Conover like leftist Guy Fieri? I have no idea if that's true or not, okay? I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea. Borrow one? I don't know anyone in LA that has a streaming backpack. Okay. That I could ask and be like, hey, can I borrow this? Now, there was also this TikTok. I think it was originally a TikTok that Leslie Jones, you guys know actress Leslie Jones, that made a really good video on the striking.
Hey, I done started and stopped this video 3 or 4 times because I'm trying to figure out the nicest way to say this to try to be kind, but I haven't figured out a way to do it yet, so I'm just going to say what it is that I want to say. I posted something about the strike, and some of the comments that I'm getting on there, it makes me really sad because you guys are really fucking uninformed. The rich is just trying to get richer. Y'all don't need to upset, and teachers is da-da-da, and black people, and it just makes me just so fucking tired. The strike is not just about us trying to be richer. The strike is about protecting our rights. So first of all, so that you know, everybody in this business is not rich, okay? Not all the actors, some of the actors are lucky. Hey, I'm one of the ones that are lucky enough to really make, you know, some money and be prosperous and shit. But not all the actors are that lucky. Not all the writers are that lucky. Not all the crew. Not all the extras. Not all of them are as lucky.
Writers especially so, because lots of people will remember the name of like their favorite actress that they really liked, or like their favorite celebrity that they liked. But like actors, the only time you see the actor is at the writers, the only time you see the writer is at the very end in the credit screen. So they're much easier to exploit writers than it is actors, because actors at the very least have the bargaining power because their face is so widely known. Whereas even if you're like one of the best writers, because you are not a widely known writer, you just have less power. You know what I mean? Which sucks, because writers are the ones that make shows good. It doesn't matter how many good actors you put in a movie or you put in a show. Actually, on brand, on topic right now, on the topic of Leslie Jones, Ghostbusters, the remake, great example, very good example. All of the actresses that were on that were unbelievably talented, unbelievably funny women. And the fucking writers sucked ass. They sucked so bad, people hated the movie. From my understanding also, the director and writers, like the producers as well, had a lot of required ad-libbing from the actors. Like they literally just didn't write some of the script, and they were like, you guys can just improv this scene. Just improv it. Go for it. Now, to be clear, someone said also misogyny. I want to be very, very clear. Part of the reason people hated it as well, by the way, is because of misogyny. There's like have you guys seen, I forget what the term is. I'm pretty sure someone's already coined a term for this specific phenomenon. But basically, it's very difficult to write. In the context of the video that I saw and the literature that I saw on this, it's very difficult to write good TV shows and movies that center around queer people. Because people within the queer community, people on the left, are going to criticize it if it's not good enough, if it's not like up to par. They're going to be like, why are you creating this type of representation for us? We don't want this type of representation. Think of like, what was that one show or movie that came out recently and everyone was criticizing the way that the character was having a panic attack? I'm not sure if I remember. Velma. Yes, that's a good example. To be clear, Velma sucked ass. Very much so. But people saw that and they were like, oh, you're going to put representation for people that deal with like anxiety and panic attacks? Well, we're not going to accept it until it's good. So when you write, for example, queer characters, the people on the left and other queer people have to think that it's good representation. And then the people on the right need the show to be so good that they can get over the fact that it's wokeism. Because they've introduced people that aren't cis straight white men, right? I think we watched like 2 episodes of Velma. It was terrible. So when you remake Ghostbusters and you remake it with a cast of all women, it's not even allowed to be as good as the last Ghostbusters. It has to be better than the last Ghostbusters by a lot. Because A, the people who are watching it who are more right-leaning are not going to respect it unless it's really good. And B, women and other people on the left are going to watch it and be like, why would you create this type of representation for us? We don't like this. Whereas if you just make a show about a bunch of straight cis white dudes, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody ever talks about all the shitty movies and shitty shows that come out that star just a bunch of white cis actors. Nobody talks about those because who gives a fuck? It doesn't matter. But if you introduce anything that is not one of these things, it has to be really good. Because it's just normal? Yeah. It's kind of like does anyone have that one iconic comic of like, it's like a dude and he sucks at math and he's like, the other guy in the comic is like, wow, you suck at math. And then the next panel is a girl sucking at math. And the guy responds, wow, girls suck at math. Basically that if you belong to a minority group, you are now unintentionally, unwillingly representation for your entire gender, right? Yeah, this one. Yeah. This is so applicable for like, replace this with video games. Like a dude being bad at video games, it's like, oh, you suck. A chick being bad at video games, it's like, see? Fucking women, am I right? It's like, okay. All right. I don't want to be a fucking representative of my minority group, dude. What the fuck? I didn't sign up for that shit. Hello? So annoying, yeah. But anyways, video games are another industry that desperately needs unionization. Video games studios need unionization like fucking last year. Or fucking 20 years ago. Fucking Christ. Anyways. One guy I knew back in high school said women are naturally worse at video games due to biology. Dude, I make it like a mission to try and beat those type of people in games so that they can want to redacted themselves. All right. Oh, we're not there yet. That's the next topic.
You know what I'm saying? This business is a hard business to break through to really make cash. Again, I made it at 47. I made it at age 47. It takes a long time to really build your shit up, to really actually make some money in this business. Just
Scarecrow, thank you for the 4 months.
Just like any career. Just like if you was going to be a doctor, you got to start off as this. You just it's not wrong for us to ask for what it is that we think that we fucking deserve. Now, let me let you know that there's some people in this business right now, writers and crew and background people that don't make enough money to pay their fucking rent. You need to understand that writers don't get paid when they're not writing. It's not something like they get extra checks or something coming to them because they did something. They get paid one time and probably not that much. So what we're asking for is just like it's billionaire fucking corporations that's making millions off of motherfuckers that's doing the work for them. And all they're asking for is their fair share. Nobody wants to get their face scanned and get paid one time and they be able to use your image for the rest of your fucking life. Who the fuck wants to, you wouldn't do that. You people who come in and comment on the fucking bullshit. Oh, well, teachers, they're not getting paid. Well, blah, blah. Yeah, all of us need to strike against the fucking corporation, not just fucking SAG and the actors, the teachers. Everybody need to be fucking striking against the fucking corporations because they fucking all of them.
And that's like the biggest takeaway, chat. If you can convince anyone in your life of this one thing, like if you want the best, in my opinion, de-radicalization strategy, don't bother talking about anything social related or social justice related. Literally just this. If you can get the people in your personal life to recognize that they need to stop falling for propaganda and stop attacking people asking for basic rights, and they need to redirect that anger, dude, we would fix this country. We would fucking fix this country. I convinced my corpo lib mom that unions are actually good for everyone. Can't wait for that day. Imagine, yeah. But I mean, that's how I genuinely feel. I think the best way to radicalize people in your life, family members, friends, whatever, is just class solidarity. Because once you can get people on board for that, I think a lot of it comes together, I guess. Like, it all comes in like a bundle. But you just need that person to take that first step. Once you realize, oh, fucking CNN, MSNBC, Fox, all of these fucking dog shit news stations are convincing us to get mad at actors for demanding better rights when we should be mad at the corporations. And we should see that. We should see actors striking and say, I should do the same. If these guys have been, well, the Writers Guild, been striking for like 70 days, and now the actors are on board, also that they could demand better residuals, why am I not doing this? CNN has been running disgusting propaganda around this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course. Of course. It's crazy how that's not the default yet. Exactly. Why would you be defending a sociopath on the top like, fuck these two people getting brainwashed? Better rights? I thought we hated the right. But anyways, yeah, if you can convince one person in your life, two people in your life, three people in your life, that most media coverage of this is garbage, and we should look at this and say, based, I'm going to do the same, I feel like life would change in a big way for a lot of people. For like a lot.
Of us. They fucking all of us. So when you come on and you comment on some shit that you uninformed about people who are trying to get their fair share, who and it's not wrong to ask for fair wage. Should we need?
Also, I'm going to say one other thing. You guys already know my opinion on like people demeaning people who work at like McDonald's or whatever and being like, why should you get $15 an hour? You're just flipping patties. First of all, fucking die, okay? Second of all, if you rely on that service and you enjoy being able to show up to a 24/7 fucking drive-through McDonald's and get your stupid fucking Big Mac at 1 a.m, then that person clearly deserves the wages that they're getting. Okay? First of all. But second of all, on that same note, this is the same thing. You're not allowed to be like, these writers are demanding too much. And then also literally be on Netflix the next day after work. You think those shows magically appear on your TV? You think those shows magically appear on your fucking Hulu account or your HBO account or whatever the fuck? Are you like dumb? You don't get to demand this service, demand this form of entertainment, and then be like, wait, we have to pay these guys? That's ridiculous. Also, the money isn't even coming from your pocket. Like, I can't believe people are even mad. I've never, like, the propaganda on this is crazy. The propaganda from both, like, obviously any mainstream media, because obviously all mainstream media is still trying to do the best to serve, like, the 1%. But I can't believe anyone sees workers wanting more money and being like, how dare you? As if the money is coming out of their pockets. Like, you're not the one that's going to be paying the McDonald's workers $15 an hour. Why do you care? I think Hassan said it best, where people are like, no, don't take the money away from rich people, as if they're going to make it there one day. Oh, yeah, the American mindset that everyone is just a temporarily embarrassed millionaire. It's people making $20 an hour that are hating on like a $15 minimum wage, crabs in a bucket mentality. Yeah, I've seen people talk about like the whole like, well, I get paid $20 an hour and I went to school for this. Why the fuck should they get paid $15 an hour? And it's like, maybe you should also be getting paid more. Did you think about that? Maybe everyone deserves better wages, and stagnation in wages is bad. Got caught trolling. I have my ways of watching without being subbed to anything. Oh my God. Because they think if they pay McDonald's workers more, then the prices will go up, which is like completely debunked when you look at the wages of like McDonald's workers in Europe and then you see the prices. It's like the pay rise leads to like Big Macs costing 15 cents more or like a quarter more or something. The majority of the money is going to go to the fucking company anyways. And the prices are going to go up anyways. Look at the profit margins. You don't think they got room to make this shit work? Yep. Fucking so stupid. Anyways, all right, back to the video.
Need to all be picketing. Minimum wage need to be raised. Fucking all kinds of shit needs to be happening that big corporations are responsible for. So don't be mad at us because we decided to fucking fight back. How about you get some fight in you instead of coming on people's posts and commenting fuck shit? And let me let y'all know something, because these are the people that follow me.
Fucking based!
And looked at their comment that said that follows me. I'm gonna block the shit out of you.
Dude, I like literally this is always the funniest thing to me. When someone like is constantly quote tweeting my shit and I noticed it for the first time and it's like, LOL, political streamer. LOL, Denims thinks this. And I go to their account and they're like a certified hater and they follow me. It's like, my brother in Christ, you don't get likes on your post. The last like 20 posts have been like either about me or some other leftist you don't like. And you're following me? Seek help. Genuinely. Like, genuinely go seek help. Please. Please. Hate following is crazy. I don't know how y'all do it. Dude, I have like mutuals that like annoy the fuck out of me. Don't worry, it's only like 2 of them. And I just mute them. I can't imagine being such a dedicated hater that I want to see those posts on my feed. That's crazy. That's crazy. I remember when the $15 thing was going on and Papa John's dipshit said he'd have to raise prices by 20 cents and like, so I don't care. Yeah. People hate watch Hassan's full 8-hour streams. So weird. So weird. That's so weird. Hating is not worth much, but it's honest work, okay? Yeah, I mean, I've gotten like messages from people or like I've gotten unban requests from people that are like, hey, like, I don't agree with anything you say, but I actually really enjoy the stream. So could you please unban me? I'll behave in chat from now on. And I'm like, okay, this is so weird, but I'm not going to, but okay. That was a weird. Oh, hi, Liddy. Hi. Do people enjoy the content or not? Make up your fucking mind. I know, right, dude? Ah, Jesus.
Gonna block the shit out of you and not gonna feel bad about it at all. Because my thing is that if you can come on and comment some insensitive fuck shit like that, you're not the person I want following me anyway. I don't want your fucking follow. I don't want to be friends with you. You insensitive piece of shit.
Go in. Oh my God, yes.
Post and want to post some real shit, some real
2 months
fucked up
D&M
shit.
dinkies.
No, but like seriously, Lazy Days, thank you for the 2 months. Can you imagine if streamers were saying like, hey, we want a 70-30 split. We think that that's only fair that we get a 70-30 split. And you're responding, honestly, you should be grateful you make money on the internet at all. Some of us would kill to be able to do that. And it's like, I literally got into a Twitter argument with some boomer about that, actually. Yeah. Only if you say yum yum ice cream. What is it? Ice cream, so good. No spicy. Balloon. Ice cream, so good. Gang, 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 gang. So stupid. Yeah, they should want you to strike so they can get that scab work. Oh my God, dude, scabs. Oh my God, dude. I've seen videos of people crossing picket lines to get like a sandwich. I could not imagine being such an insensitive fuck that I physically cross. Look at all the people that are striking, physically cross for some mid-ass sandwich. That's so weird, yeah. Thank you so much for the 2 gift subs. Thank you. Thank you so much. Solidarity be damned. I need my Sammy. Scab witch, yeah. But Denim's Twitch is bleeding money. Don't you see that their reports, even though the majority of the cost is from Amazon, their parent company is so stupid. You should only cross the line to hand the cops a can of Pepsi.
About how, oh, you guys are just trying to get paid more and that. Go fuck yourself, homie. Go fuck yourself. We're fighting for people who really can't. There's people in this business that's not even getting paid enough to afford health insurance. Health insurance. They can't even go to the fucking doctor. Why? And it's just like, oh, all y'all rich. No, not all of us. Not all of us, son.
It gives like big, yeah, well, my parents beat me and I turned out fine energy. The type of people that see people demanding better working conditions and say, that's life. Sometimes you got to work hard for it. It's like, maybe you should ask for more in your life. Huh?
And the ones that are, like me, we're stepping up for the ones who need to be rich. So yeah, you're going to see our face. Because now we feel like we got to come to the yard and go, yo, you not finna do our homies like that. So
also, yeah, 2 things. A, if you see any big actors standing behind SAG, they obviously don't need the help, the union help. So like Leslie Jones is at the point where she is successful enough in her career where sorry, my brain is cooking. She's successful enough in her career that she makes enough money when she gets a role and she has enough brand recognition or whatever that she can get high-paying or well-paying roles. But big actors, big writers, big directors standing behind the striking helps give it more positive attention. So anyone that sees Leslie Jones and they're like, oh, you're standing with SAG here? Kind of cringe. Don't you make enough money? It's like, obviously she's not joining because she needs more money from residuals. She's joining because she needs to help and she wants to use her like power to help people who need the help. Let's see. Kimiko, a main character from Orange is the New Black, showed her residual paychecks and there were days that she made a literal penny. Oh, I think I saw that tweet. I'll try and look through my like videos to see if I can find it. But I think I saw that. That was fucking insane.
Again, you post on my shit, you say some insensitive shit, I'm blocking the fuck out of you. Straight up. Get some goddamn act right and go get informed instead of just making comments because you think you can. Asshole. I'm so sick of people. Always got something to fucking say. And then don't know what to really say. Ew, that's the reason why shit ain't getting fixed, because everybody got a fucking opinion.
Damn. Oh my god, damn. Is she kind of going crazy? She going crazy. She going insane. Like, this is insane, by the way. Kimiko Glenn says some of Orange is the New Black cast worked second jobs because they couldn't afford not to. We couldn't afford cabs to set. Back in 2019, Netflix claimed it was their most popular original series and that 105 million users had watched at least one episode. Can you imagine being one of the main cast members? Pausers. Okay, there we go. One of these main cast members and you need a second job to show up to your main job. Fucking cool. Fucking poggers. Poggers and normal and cool. Totally normal behavior. Like, is it so much to ask that if you actually happen to land... Also, it's none of anyone else's business, in my opinion. You know, it's also no one else's business. If they want to fight those studios to get more money, good. Go for it. Why the fuck are you defending massive fucking corporation and billionaires? Also, okay, maybe this is me being petty.
No one should need a second job.
Okay, maybe this is me being petty. Also, I agree. Sinister, thank you so much for the 3 months. Maybe this is me being petty, but I refuse to ever be on the side of the billionaires. I refuse to be on the side of the corporations. Whatever side that is, I'm on the other side. And the fact that there are people who fall for this propaganda and take their side and don't realize that they're fucking doing that like morons. Okay. You're insane, dude. You're crazy to do that. Okay, yeah. And then this was the TikTok that was like making the rounds from one of the Orange is the New Black actors. This is the foreign royalty statement.
Oh my God, I'm about to be so rich. And you got time. What? No. Piggybacking on that Orange is the New Black residual post, I remember a lot of comments back when I posted that were like, guys, they got paid up front. First of all, whether or not we got paid up front, that shit lives, my tits live on in perpetuity. I deserve to get paid for as many fucking streams as that shit gets. Second of all, we did not get paid very well, ever. And when I say did not get paid very well, you would die. People were bartenders still. People had their second job still. They were fucking famous as shit. Like, internationally famous. Couldn't go outside, but had to keep their second jobs because they couldn't afford to not. We couldn't afford cabs to set, you guys. Just wanted to say, I think it's important that we tell these stories because I think that there's this widely held belief that it's the Hollywood elite, like everyone has money and everyone has privilege. And it's not helped by the fact that we're parading around in gowns and jewels, like at the award show.
This is so fact. This is so fact. Side note, the award show event thing has always made my skin crawl. I've never not taken issue with the $2,000 minimum that women pay just to get loaned a dress, some jewelry, and a whole new face painted on, walking around with the lovely memory of pictures and debt. But if you aren't well dressed, you're criticized by the world, and if you don't show up, it's bad for your career. I just want to act.
It's so not that. Anyway, most actors have a hard time. So if you have a story, I think you should start posting about it. I think we need to get people on board with this and get people on the same page and understanding what's going on here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And now we're going to make a nice full 180. Do you guys remember when this story dropped? I remember even when I fucking streamed this story and I defended Sydney Sweeney for saying this, people in chat were like, I don't remember who, but if I remember, you're fucking gone. People in chat were like, why should I care? I don't really give a fuck. Too bad. Sydney Sweeney, about a year ago, almost exactly a year ago, ended up in a news article where she talked about the fact that residuals don't pay anymore because of streaming services. And Sydney Sweeney is like one of the like rising stars in acting. And she has a big enough name. And she's actually a pretty good actress as well. And she doesn't get paid at all. And I remember when we covered this story, there were people that were upset about this. They were upset about her demanding more. This summer, Sydney Sweeney experienced her first glimpse of millennial burnout at 24. The actress is by definition a member of Gen Z. But this feels like a technicality given the amount of life experience she has. Panic attacks began in June, Fast and Furious events that convinced her brain that she was probably dying. I was losing my shit. She went home to the Pacific Northwest for 2 weeks of family-mandated phone-free time, grounding herself in the region's fresh air, hiking and skiing, and doing what I really love. The regimen worked in the immediate sense, though she adds, I still can't get my mind to shut up and I don't sleep. And helped her realize that her punishing schedule of back-to-back film and TV projects was working against her. It's a hard lesson to accept, given the amount of pressure Sweeney feels to maximize this pivotal moment in her career, and the way that the very same anxiety will often convince her that the momentum could stop at any time. We were having breakfast in New York 3 days after the Emmy nominations were announced. She scored nods for both Euphoria, supporting actress in a drama, and The White Lotus, supporting actress limited series. She has just flown from Boston to New York, where she's spending several months in production for Marvel's Madam Web movie, with very little publicly known about her character. I've been asking her about her time in the New England City, in hopes of gleaning anything about the highly secretive Spider-Man offshoot. I'm a very open person. I love to talk about everything, noting the fact that it eats at her that she can't open up about Madam Web. I eventually learned that she's preparing for the role with fight training, movement training, and something called Reformacore Pilates, that she was drawn to the film because she liked personal struggles that the character goes through. Okay, I want to skip ahead a little bit. I want to skip ahead because I realize this is like one of those really long articles and I'm not trying to be here forever. So, Sony Marvel, not MCU Marvel. Yes, slightly different. Sony Marvel actually kind of goated, by the way. That's like, Sony Marvel is Spider-Verse Marvel. But I want to find the part where she basically talks about the fact that she can't take a break and that she works like back to back every single day. Let's see. It was also Sweeney's first time at an exclusive resort, giving her front row seat to a classified that she's still grappling with, balancing her lower middle class upbringing and the wealth-filled spaces she finds herself in now. For much of the shoot, she had the run of the place, getting to know the staff well enough to pop in the kitchen and grab some food from the refrigerator. We were all friends. The resort felt like a house that belonged to all of us. Then towards the end, they opened up the resort to guests, and it became clear I did not belong among the clientele. I would go to breakfast in my sweatshirt and pajama shorts and get the most disgusting glares from the guests that I dared show up like that. I will say this is the one really nice thing about being a streamer. This is the one thing that I actually like about being a streamer, which is even some of the richest streamers are still fucking degenerates. Like, probably richest guy on any platform, any of these platforms, fucking XQC. His desk is disgusting. He still chews on his fucking toenails. He'll wear the same clothes day in and day out. It's like, all right, nice, good. I just need to show up and do the bare minimum, and I'm doing better than that guy. So we're good. Or even like smaller things like Toothblood Asmongold. Stop bringing that story up, please. I want to fucking forget about the Toothblood. I want to. But even like something smaller, like for example, like I have creator friends who make way more than me. It's like not even close. Like big YouTubers make so much fucking money. It's insane. It's absurd almost. And they still like to go thrifting. They still like to look like bummish because we're all internet freaks and like internet degens, which is really cool. It sucks because it's like, man, I want to be cool, but also it's fucking sick because nobody really gives a fuck. Even if people make enough money that they don't need to do stuff like that. It's like, oh, fucking cool. Okay. Nice. And you can also get really nice stuff, nice clothes at thrift stores though. I feel like the recent shift, I think I've talked about this maybe once before, but I feel like the recent shift in thrift stores has been very goated. Because I remember growing up, and I didn't understand it at the time, but I remember growing up. I said, thank you for the gift of the Kendall. Thank you. I remember growing up and my mom would take us thrifting. And she was always concerned that people would see us going in or would see us leaving. Because when I was growing up, going to a thrift store meant that you were very poor, and it meant that it was something to be ashamed of. And it's only been in like the past decade that we have destigmatized thrifting. And we have recognized thrifting is better for the environment. Thrifting will get you better pieces. Like most clothing that you're going to get in malls is going to be really dog shit quality. You could pay like $60 for like a sweater that like you put it in the washing machine once and it gets destroyed. Thrifting, you can actually go in there and you know everything in there has been lovingly used. So if it still looks good, it's going to keep looking good. Like one of my favorite dresses I got thrifting and it really holds up. You know? Flanking Frida, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you. I found the most amazing pants at a thrift store. Sewed them up and they're my favorite pair. I have one pair of pants that I fucking love. I adore. I just need to make one quick adjustment. You're supposed to dry clean nice sweaters. LMAO, bad example.